There have been many milestones in the life of the former governor of Lagos State and an influential member of the All Progressives Congress, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And one of such memorable milestones is the celebration of his 65 years of God's blessings on his life, which took place some few days ago. The celebration started with a colloquium, which has become a yearly celebration to mark his birthday since 2009. This year, the 9th Bola Tinubu Colloquium took place at the Eko Hotel and Suites and was attended by eminent personalities led by the Vice President of the country, Professor Yemi Osinbajo. Other notable dignitaries that attended included Governor of Lagos State, Akinwumi Ambode, Governor of Oyo State, Senator Abiola Ajimobi, Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Mudashiru Obasa, Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, former Vice President Namadi Sambo, Comrade Adams Oshiomhole, Senator Olorunbe Mamora, Chief Femi Pedro, Aliko Dangote, Chief Razak Okoya and his wife Shade, as well as Oba of Lagos, Oba Rilwan Akiolu.
Good afternoon, everyone. All protocols observed. I'm not here to talk about our company or ourselves. I'm here to talk about my younger brother, my nephew, Ibukun. Ibukun loves cartoons. He loves cartoons so much that everything I have to buy for him or anything I have to get for him has to be from his favorite cartoon, I forgot the name right now, the PJ Masks. It made me sit down to look at things from that perspective. After a ton of research, I found out that the Disney company makes $2 billion every quarter from selling merchandising. That is a huge amount of money. You made me think about the animation business from a whole new light and a whole new direction. So for us at our company, we started trying to work out ways we could make animation work here in Nigeria. We sat down for hours on end thinking about how we could do this so that it can affect our own culture, our own livelihood here. The entire world's animation, the global animation industry is worth 248 billion as of last year. Nigeria has zero amount from that pie. So we have been working together with other companies here in Nigeria to see how we could jump in and make some money from that huge amount. We took a case study from India. India 10 years ago had no animation scene. Right now they're worth over $2.5 billion. We think we can do that also here in Nigeria. We have the numbers, we have the youth, we have everything, and we could actually do it cheaper than them. So our focus is to make sure we do that with collaboration with other studios here in Nigeria to do that, and we've already started. We've started with a company called Cerebral, where we're doing a multi-series production with them, 10 different intellectual properties that we're all going to work together to make this happen. We believe in this country, we believe in animation, and we believe that can work. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Our next speaker, Jude Abaga, is the CEO of Chocolate City. He's also known as MI. For those who are
indigenous record label, and we are part of the Nigerian music industry that is changing the perception of Nigeria around the world. Nigerian musicians have been doing amazing things. We have been breaking records. We have been Grammy nominated. We have been, in fact, changing the culture in Africa. And Chocolate City is known, in fact, a forerunner in that regard. Chocolate City is the first Nigerian label to open offices in Ghana, to open offices in Kenya, to open offices in South Africa. In fact, a Kenyan musician called Victoria Kimani has seen continental success because of the success of Chocolate City. And thank you very much. And the thing about it is that with all the creative arts, we like to say always that with oil, there's not much we can do to put the oil in the ground. But with everything else, we are hoping that the support, the care that the VP, that our Oga has taken on his birthday to make our time, that all the governors that are here have taken out their time to do, and we appreciate and we see what you guys are doing. We pray that you don't leave us, you continue to support us, because we are the new oil, but the difference is that you can do something about it. You can invest in us, you can give us the structure we need to monetize. They say today that our industry is $180 million in size. Ladies and gentlemen, that is one movie in Hollywood. One movie. The entirety of Nigeria's economy today is one movie in Hollywood. But the entirety of our impact, ladies and gentlemen, today across the African continent, across the world, should be, if not challenging what the US is doing, it should be at least 80% of what the US is doing. And with your help, we will get there. Thank you on behalf of Chocolate City, on behalf of the entertainment industry. God bless you guys. Happy birthday, sir. God bless you.
The big issue is that we are not only eliminating the imports, we are actually exporting. When we export, we're going to make about $9.8 to $10 billion revenue in terms of exports. And that will definitely transform the economy of Nigeria. And then we are also looking at sugar in the next 3.5 to 4 years.
Can we for a minute give a round of applause to the drummers from the state of Osun? Next, I'd like to invite a woman I personally admire, the Honorable Minister of Finance, Mrs. Kemi Adeosun.
I want to thank you for making my job easier, because the template, the economic template that we're now trying to replicate at federal level is the one we copied from you. The outlook for Nigeria is extremely positive. We've been through probably the most difficult year economically in the last 40 years. We've seen oil price as low as 28. We've seen oil quantity decimated, but somehow this economy has shown resilience. And now as the metrics begin to favour us, I believe that we will grow. We are doing the right things, we're investing right, we're spending money on the things that will add value to this economy. One of the areas that we proudly copy from you is that of tax mobilization. It is a pity that Nigeria has one of the lowest tax to GDP ratios in the world, at 6%. The only country that is lower than us has no tax system at all. I believe it's Oman. We have so many productive, wealthy entrepreneurs who have managed to develop without the habit of paying tax. We need to correct that. I remember being in Lagos when you started the tax drive and how unpopular you were. But now when we see the infrastructure that arises, today I don't think anybody will blame you for collecting taxes. In fact, we thank you for leading the way. So as I wish you happy birthday, I take this opportunity to reach out to the millionaires, the billionaires and the trillionaires that you'll be hearing from me very soon. Thank you.
His Excellency, Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Adekunle, who is our host for this event.
Your Excellency, the Vice President, Professor Yemi, and his lovely wife, the First Lady, wife of Mr. President, Aisha Buhari, ably represented by IG Salama to Maya. Your Excellency, the former Vice President, Namani Sambo, Your Excellencies, Governors of Kano, Oyo, Ondo, Katsina, Kaduna, Ogun, Plateau, Edo, Kebbi, Niger, and Sokoto. Former governors and former deputy governors, the celebrants, and his lovely wife, distinguished senators, honorable members of the House of Representatives, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Lagos State, our party leaders, members of our great party, APC, the Honorable Speaker, Lagos State House of Assembly, and all the other honorable members, all our royal fathers, all the obas and chiefs, members of the State Executive Council, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I am humbled and honored to stand today on behalf of the people of Lagos State and the Lagosians in diaspora to salute and congratulate Bola Ahmed Tinubu on many fronts. Is derived from the 16th century Portuguese and Spanish word coco, meaning head or skull, from the 3 indentations on the coconut shell that resemble facial features. Coconuts are known for their great versatility, as evidenced by many traditional uses, ranging from food to cosmetics. For example, adiagbon. The oil and milk derived from it are commonly used in cooking and frying, as well as in soap and cosmetics. The husk and leaves can be used as material to make a variety of products for furnishing and decorating. The coconut is a good symbol of cultural significance in certain communities. In putting the pieces together, here it is. You have a head that is blessed with a divine task to be fruitful and useful to humanity. It is greatly versatile, courageous, and strategic in outlook. It takes a few years of planting before the coconut tree becomes fruitful. Thereafter, it bears fruits for a long time. 65 years after, it has been fruitful. Creating more products and byproducts from his political dynasty than any other living major Nigerian political projects in recent history. Like the coconut, some byproducts of some foods will get bad along the way or after being sold in the market. In actual fact, the political product may not be the favorite of some other people. The bottom line, however, is very simple. If Bola Ahmed Tinubu were a coconut, I dare say, with all simplicity, I will be among the 4 frontliners that will eat, drink, and sleep BAT 24/7. The test of a successful leader is in the number of leaders that he has created. Using this globally accepted parameter, Ashwaju at 65 is without doubt a winner in this category. There is no doubt the Ashwaju political dynasty is a made-in-Nigeria product. The foundation laid and blueprints developed during his tenure as governor of Lagos State which cuts across all sections of the state's economy, have actually simplified the process of governance till date. This blueprint has continued to serve as a roadmap to achieving the Lagos of ease and our dreams. This same political product, without doubt, traverses the Nigerian landscape, and that is evident with the emergence of APC at the center in 2015. Ashwaju is a major Nigerian product. We should make more products out of it. This year's central theme is no doubt an apt topic. Make it in Nigeria, use what we make what we use. I am an unrepentant convert of this ideology. We have demonstrated it. We have professed it through our late price partnership with Kebbi State. As a government, we will continue to improve on our indices of the ease of doing business to ensure that more products are made in Nigeria for the development and growth of our nation. Ashwaju, I salute you. Senator Oluremi Tinubu, I admire your dexterity and I congratulate you. Ashwaju, on behalf of the First Lady, my entire family, all your admirers at home and across the world, we say a big thank you for your large-heartedness, benevolence, and visionary leadership that you have unleashed on this nation. You are a statesman by excellence. My leader, our leader, happy birthday, sir. Thank you. In the middle of the game, they said there was going to be a toast, but tomorrow is the birthday. So they should not take the shine away from the Lagos State government. So we'll see them tomorrow. But at this point, we cannot miss this occasion. I would like to just invite the former Vice President, the representative of the President, all governors, all the former governors, distinguished senators, the Speaker of the House of Reps, the Deputy Governor of Lagos, the celebrant and his wife, so that they can just come up with me here. We can sing a birthday song in advance, right? A, B, C.
Mr. President, ably represented here by General Yambazar, my dear friend, Your Excellency, the Vice President, Professor Yemi Oshibaju, and his wife, Dolako. Your Excellencies, the Governor of Lagos State, Katsina State, Kaduna, Oyo State, Ogun, Osun State, Edo, former and present, Your Excellency, the Governor of Ondo State, Plateau, Kebbi, Niger. I see our elder statesman, Baba Yatonde, Kabiyesi Oba Akeolu, retired Justice Oguntade of the Supreme Court, many of my uncles and brothers and leaders. I've seen many of Lagos leaders, Prince Oluyole Olusi, and many of our people. My friends who have traveled far and wide across the country, all distinguished senators, including my darling wife, Oluremi Tinubu, our former Vice President, my friend Ahmed Adekunle, thank you very much. All former governors here present, collectively the National Assembly, the traditional rulers, I saw many of you here, including my junior brother and my emir of Bogu, Dantoro Jr., all the way. And I must say special thanks to the governor of Niger State for helping me to get Emir of Bogu here. So the commander of the Air Force, who has demonstrated that today's theme was necessary and is being practiced. Thank you very, very much. Your wing shall continue to grow and you will continue to sail in higher altitude. Crash, you will not. All the members of Lagos State House of Assembly, including the Honorable Speaker, I've seen all of you. It is more than gratifying to mark my birthday in this good way. To all of you, many who have traveled great distances, I am greatly honored that you join me today. Though the event banner speaks my name, this gathering is not about me. It is about that which a people united in purpose must do to improve their beloved country. We build the nation we seek by forcing ourselves to become that nation, day by day, step by difficult step. We do so by casting aside the prejudices of yesterday to forge a more just society where no Nigerian is held down because of its place of origin, its faith, or social station. Where all the chance to rise, to be what you desire, with deeds of honest labor and constructive enterprise, will flourish. This is as God intended ought to be. We have no choice but to achieve this destiny. Before I go further, I give a special thanks to my friend, brother, and the Vice President of this country today, President Professor Yemi Osinbajo. Leading a group of rebellious, low commissioners who were talking about the tax situation there. When we had to debate from a Monday morning, we couldn't conclude methodology and agree on patterns and when to start. We moved from the secretariat, we went to Isaac John. We continued debating till Saturday afternoon, then we adjourned because we were hungry. And we decided to work all through that weekend because the following week, we had to come out with the tax plan. I gave the deadline. Some of the samples that we have seen today. Thank you, Yemi. Each year, they assemble creative minds to address the issues that stand in the way of our national greatness. You have been very wonderful. As a result, the colloquium is getting better and better by the year. May Almighty spare you for us longer. I'm looking forward to the 10th anniversary of this colloquium next year. In this, and so much else, the VP had proven himself a true servant of Nigerian people. While our dear president had to be away, the VP performed excellently as his lawyer subordinate. I applaud President Muhammadu Buhari. He meticulously followed our constitution in temporarily transferring the power to the VP. As such, the two excellent men exemplified teamwork and true meaning of unity of purpose. The selfless leader, President Buhari, set the stage by giving strategic policy directions, showing himself equally selfless. Our Vice President, as acting President, worked as the faithful arm of the President, diligently putting action into what the President thought he should do. Congratulations, here. These are two men of different backgrounds, different faiths, and professional experiences. Try as the critics might, they could not create any space between them, the president and his deputy. This is how things are when people are united in vision and purpose. As President Buhari and his VP have been, we all must become. I have been told that I must utter some brief comments, on my birthday. Given that this event has rendered you a captive audience, and that my birthday affords me a special privilege today, the privilege can disappear 1 hour to come, but I will utilize this hour the best I could. I'm not just taking undue advantage of you, I am celebrating. Economic philosophy. More than at any hour in our recent history, I listened to Honorable Minister for Finance. Excellent. We have to coordinate, and we have to think of a whole lot of things. Nigerians stand at a dividing junction. Our challenges are manifold and profound, but so are our collective abilities and talents. We've seen them, young talents. Don't ignore them. Let's help them. And I've seen the Honorable Minister for Industry giving us that hope that Nigeria is not dead yet, Nigeria is not stumbled yet, Nigeria is preparing, and paying attention to the ease of doing business in this country. The giants of Africa will never fall. But today we must ask a most fundamental question. Is this our political economy structured for the benefit of man, or have we reduced man to be subservient to the impersonal political economy? The current answer looks self-evident. The political economy should be for the benefit of man. No doubt about that. In reality, we do not first try to reshape the economy to realize the optimal benefit for the people. Instead, we have been conditioned to demand that the people consult themselves to fit the dictates of what the economy is not. I reject this harsh path. It follows the tenets of morality and sustainable economy itself. We must begin and end our pursuit of economic balance with the precious things this nation produces. You know what? You see, Nigeria capital is available, the human capital is available here. Even at the best of times, and with the highest oil prices, widespread poverty, gross inequity, and high unemployment of man is there. The machinery and material describe our condition. The decline in oil prices turned an excellent economic model into rubble overnight. If we do nothing to reform it, we are doomed. We will not. With these two leaders, we will not enter into an economic suicide pact with our own selves. We will dig ourselves out of this trouble because of the examples of those presentations we've seen. And that is why we are saying, fortunately, the current government has begun this sometimes painful process of salvaging the economy, of reforms that are necessary. I will offer a few personal insights, hoping they may be of help in this vital economic reformation, diversification and industrial policy. No populous modern nation with a significant urban population has attained prosperity without creating an industrial base capable of employing great numbers of urban population and of manufacturing goods for domestic consumption and export. Thank you, Aliko. You are pointing the finger in that direction. Look, we must learn from England, which barred the export of textile goods at the dawn of the Industrial Revolution from high tariffs in America, imposed on 150 years after independence. America is still imposing tariffs to protect itself. From China, which implemented most comprehensive protectionist regime to become the world's most prolific manufacturer. These three nations represent the past, the present, and immediate future of economic achievement from which we must learn. Is that not enough for us. If you don't want to take the Britain capsule, take American or Chinese. We have the population to justify it. We cannot depart from what has been proven effective by any of these countries. So let's just stop in terms of their policy. Mr. Vice President, there's no need putting signature on papers, and you will soon be representing us overseas anytime from now. Please tell them we can live with our own pollution. We are too far away from them. If key areas of our economy needs energy from coal, we should burn it. We must press forward with our own national industrial policy. Development of industries on our own. I don't see why this nation should continue to import newsprint. What is happening to various newsprint industries, all the paper industries? Yes, we don't like to get rid of even what we have. That is why we keep a lot of junks. But I don't see why we should continue to turn in and out the same method on our refineries. Let Nigeria own it. Bring foreign partners. We can manage it. Three expatriates left when I left ExxonMobil. All managers and head of departments are Nigerians. And a great example of it is you yourself, Mr. Vice President. We are very, very proud of you. Let us move on with our own industrial policy. Closely complementing industrial plan, we need a national infrastructural plan. And I don't see that national infrastructural funding coming from our financial institutions. We have to create them. We must. New structure needs to build to enhance the existing ones. A coherently planned and integrated infrastructure, including the grid. You and I lost so many nights when we were working on independent power projects. What we can be proud of today is the fact we broke the monopoly of electricity generation in this country. But still, we must move on to either coal or any source of energy that can enhance our industrialization. We must conquer political or any bottleneck preventing affordable and reliable power. No nation can succeed in its industrialization effort without free flow at the right voltage of electricity. The impediment places us literally behind of any other nation. I don't see with vehicular density that we have in this country, I don't see us complaining about used tires and all of that. And we've forgotten our forefathers, Asojutola and Co. We couldn't find that. We couldn't find any more like them. Or we could not put incentive in place that for Dunlop, Michelin, Pirelli, and others, whatever they need as an incentive to come back to produce in our country, let's give it to them, including subsidy, if that is what is necessary. For modern economics, no economy is built on cash and carry. The economy is built on credit. Credit for business investment and consumer spending, they are closely related. We say we have over 170 to 180 million people. That's a huge consumer, a huge market for us. Consumer credit mechanism must be more accessible to the average consumer. The current custom, the current method requires that we pay cash. Even if I want a house, one-room house, I must be ready with cash. That is a bait for corruption. So we can't find EFCC Mago in one area and be practicing a policy that is one-arm bandit. What do you say? If you have no credit and you need to pay for a new car, and they say bring 8 million naira lump sum for a civil servant or for an ordinary businessman, the ordinary person going to look for that 8 million, maybe in collusion. So until we fight the second bend, the other side, which is credit, then we cannot conquer corruption. I want to congratulate the governor of Lagos and Kebbi and those governors who are collaborating to give us lake rice and other items. There are so many ways that we could produce raw material for our petrochemical and pharmaceutical industry. We have the root, we have the soil. It is Nigeria that you and I dreamt about, all of you here. We can do it. This industrial policy must be tinkered with. We shouldn't be talking about it again. Mr. Vice President, it's a challenge for you. Last year, we talked about commodity exchange. Please, turn it to law. Because I don't see why Cadbury will just produce Tom-Tom and not chocolate. With all the cocoa produce that we have in West Africa and in Nigeria. My governor, Akiyambode, started from his very great analogy of coconut. But if we go to the market, we can find coconut oil for many things, including my dry skin. That's what I use. Maybe that's why I have coconut hair. In conclusion, one additional thought will survive. Yeah, I had a third part to this year's theme. Not only must we use what we make and make what we use, we must make what the world values. Thank you very much.
The day after, a private dinner to commemorate the 65th birthday anniversary was held at the State House at Lausa, Ikeja, and it was hosted by the Governor of Lagos State, Adekunle Ambode, and his wife, Mrs. Bola Ahmed Adekunle, who, along with the Governor of Osun State, Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola, ushered the celebrant, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, with his adorable wife, Senator Remi, and well-wishers into the hall.
The police, Governor Ahmed Adekunle, helicopter low for looking. You cannot deny you don't see. Father Keresi la Temisha.
While welcoming the guests, Governor Ambode appreciated and showered encomiums on the celebrant, describing him as a true made-in-Nigeria product. Thereafter, goodwill messages poured in torrents, leading to the cutting of the cake, and the dancing floor became the center of attraction as guests joined the celebrant to dance to the melodies of talented saxophonist Kunle Ayo and his band.
Today, we are celebrating a supreme leader. And who is a supreme leader? A supreme leader determines the direction of his generation. Best way to describe Asiwaju. I'm going to ask for your L. Can I have your L? Can I have your E? Can I have your A? Can I have your D? Can I have your E? Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ dá mi lóhùn. Kẹ́ tó kúrò nílé ni ẹ máa lọ toilet. The last one is
Born in 1952, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu attended Richard J. Daley School, Chicago State University, and obtained a BSc in Business Administration, Accounting and Management. He had worked in Arthur Andersen, Deloitte Haskins and Sells, GTE Service and Corporation, and retired in Mobile Producing Unlimited. Some of his chieftaincy titles are Asiwaju of Lagos, Ààrẹ of Ile-Oluji Kingdom, Eze of Baludike Gaonoko, Ààrẹ Àgọ̀ of Egbaland, and Wakilin Raya Emir of Gusau. He was a founding member of the National Democratic Coalition, NADECO, founding member, Social Democratic Party, SDP, chairman, Senate Committee on Banking, Finance, Appropriation and Currency, Governor of Lagos State between 1999 and 2007, and currently influential leader of All Progressive Congress, APC. Ovation on TV wishes Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu a happy birthday.
All right, cameraman, stop rolling. Thank you.